At this point, Intel has confirmed no hazardous materials were released, but they're still not sure what's causing people to have this respiratory problem and also develop a bit of a rash. Emergency crews were called here about 9:30 this morning. 22 workers at Intel's Ronler Acres campus were treated. 6 went to the hospital for what's described as minor respiratory issues. They should be okay. This comes just days after a similar incident at Intel. On Thursday, 15 employees were sent to the hospital after complaining about the same type of symptoms. Intel's Ronler Acres campus is where the company develops microprocessors. Chip production involves some hazardous chemicals, but Intel emphasized this investigation has shown no dangerous chemicals were released.
They're actively searching the area, monitoring, checking for any possible problem at all. They haven't come up with a source yet.
Intel won't say which building exactly was evacuated. Firefighters describe it as a support building. As for the rest of the campus, generally speaking, it was business as usual. Oregon OSHA, which works on worker safety issues, is now investigating. Back to you.